So I've been coming to Bir Billing to fly since 2016, and coming every year since, other than the pandemic. This place is very special to me because it gave me an environment to really develop as a pilot. It's, you can fly huge, deep in the mountains. You can thermal around for hours. It's just a special place to fly. The local culture here is great. I like the food, the people. It's very hospitable. The competition this year ran well. I thought we had a very safe competition, no accidents. The organization did a good job. Yeah.
नहीं, बहुत अच्छा रहा इवेंट भी, काफ़ी अच्छे से हुआ सब कुछ। कई दिन काफ़ी वीक कंडीशन भी थी, पर नहीं नहीं बोल के मतलब काफ़ी अच्छा रहा इवेंट। वो ने सब लोगों ने सेफ फ्लाई किया। एक्सपीरियंस भी अच्छा मिला। कई कंट्री से आए हुए लोग, उनके बीच में फ्लाइंग करना कुछ अलग ही। टारगेट में भी अच्छा था एक्सपीरियंस। नहीं, बीड बिल्डिंग में हर साल एक इवेंट तो होना ही चाहिए एक्सी, क्योंकि ये साइट ही एक्सी कंपटीशन के लिए काफ़ी अच्छी है। ये तो काफ़ी टाइम बाद एक एक्सी कंपटीशन देखने को मिला हिमाचल में, काफ़ी अंतराल के बाद। ऐसे हर मतलब एक पर ईयर में एक कंपटीशन तो होना ही चाहिए, क्योंकि बेस्ट साइट है। सब टीम मेंबर जो भी यहाँ के लोकल है, हम सब मतलब एक हफ्ते पहले से प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, तो सब कुछ सीखने को मिल रहा बहुत कुछ। तो सब टीम मेंबर का ही इसमें रोल है सब। तो सब लोग स्टार्टिंग जैसे फैमिली मेंबर में ही पैराग्लाइडिंग है, तो धीरे धीरे मतलब ये आया कि मैं भी पैराग्लाइडिंग कर लेता हूँ, तो शौक आ गया। तो धीरे धीरे फैमिली मेंबरों से सीख लिया। फ्यूचर के लिए यही है कि इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट अपना बेस्ट से बेस्ट देंगे। ओवरऑल मैं 7th पे हूँ मैं, और इंडियन कैटेगरी में फर्स्ट पे हूँ। तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि इंडियन रैंकिंग में फर्स्ट पे हूँ और ओवरऑल 7th पे।
मैं 2010 से फ्लाइंग कर रहा हूँ, और स्टार्टिंग में ऐसा था कि यहाँ पे इंस्टीट्यूशन नहीं था ये, तो उसके लिए मुझे यहाँ पे थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करने के बाद मनाली में जाना पड़ा था, क्योंकि वहाँ पे साइट काफ़ी अच्छी है। छोटी, जब आप न्यूज़ स्टार्टिंग से करते हैं तो उस टाइम पे बिना सपोर्ट के आप करना मुश्किल रहता है थोड़ा। तो वहाँ पे छोटी साइट पे फिर धीरे धीरे लर्न किया, फिर बैक टू बीर, तो इसी तरह से चलता है। ओवरऑल मेरा रैंक 9 था। जो फर्स्ट आए हैं उनका 7th रैंक था। तो काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है कि मतलब हम एटलीस्ट टॉप 10 की लीड में एंटर कर पाए। बाकी काफ़ी अच्छा था इवेंट। और मतलब कई नई चीज़ें हमें सीखने को मिली, जो नहीं पता था वो भी पता चला कि किस तरह से कम्पीट कर सकते हैं। मैं तो यही चाहूँगा हिमाचल प्रदेश सरकार से भी, और हमारा जो भारत सरकार है, काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिलेगा तो हम यहाँ पे एक साल में ज़्यादा नहीं 2 कॉम्प तो करवा ही सकते हैं एक साल के। तो ये होना भी ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि इस साइट की खासियत ही यही है। तो मैं चाहूँगा कि इसका एक जो अस्तित्व है वो बना रहे। मेनली HP टूरिज़्म और हमारी जो बिलिंग पैराग्लाइडिंग एसोसिएशन है, इनका बहुत दिल से थैंकफुल हूँ कि इन्होंने काफ़ी मेहनत के बाद एक इवेंट यहाँ पे करवाया और काफ़ी अच्छा सक्सेसफुल गया। इवन हम टास्क कमेटी में भी थे, तो टास्क भी काफ़ी अच्छे थे, एंड सब सेफ्टी के साथ किया मेजरली। बहुत ही अच्छा इवेंट था।
I love flying in Bir. It's one of my favorite places to fly anywhere in the world, and my first competition I ever flew was here in Bir in 2013. Challenges, competition was very good. Obviously Austin did very well in the competition, but the days were a little bit more stable than we were used to for this time of year, but made it a little bit tricky. Yeah, so I ended up finishing second behind Austin. I feel like Austin kind of his transition from the student to the master, and it was really fun following him around the sky over this last week. Yeah, my skill set is typically flying very aggressively, flying very fast, taking climbs low, which Bir typically works really well. When it's a little bit more stable, there can be some additional challenges. So it was a challenge following somebody that has a different skill set in flying, and trying to make the most of the weaker thermals down low. And yeah, just great piloting all around. Indian pilots. On the last task especially, I was chasing one of the Indian pilots, and he was just flying incredibly well on similar equipment, and I couldn't catch him. Yeah, it was very good. For a World Cup, I flew here in 2013. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it to the 2015 World Cup. Had I been able to, I would have. This is, again, one of my favorite places to fly. I think the scenery, the food, the people, it's just such an enjoyable place to be. I sure hope there's another World Cup here, because I'd really like to attend. Yeah, I've been staying at Camp Casbah here, and it's been very relaxing. Nice river, good food, good people, and I've been very well taken care of. Again, I just really enjoy it here all around. Yeah, you know, in paragliding, safety is always a concern, and we're always putting ourselves in risk when we fly these competitions or just go out and fly recreationally. I felt very well taken care of by the organization, and fortunately, I didn't have to use any of the services that were offered, but there were helicopters and ambulance and professionals that were available to help us.
काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था ये सारे कंडीशंस अच्छे थे एक भी दिन कैंसिल नहीं हुआ लाइक बैड वेदर की वजह से लाइक कंडीशंस थोड़े अलग थे फर्स्ट कुछ दिन पे काफ़ी वीक थे लेकिन आखिरी कुछ दिन लाइक अपने नॉर्मल लाइक स्ट्रॉन्ग कंडीशंस में थे टास्क ऐसे थे लाइक सारे टास्क अलग ही थे लाइक ईच दिन लाइक कुछ दिन लाइक मैंने स्टार्ट में थोड़ा अच्छा किया और लाइक दूसरे पार्ट में लाइक सेकंड पार्ट में स्लो हुआ वरना शायद स्टार्ट में स्लो था और सेकंड पार्ट थोड़ा फास्ट हुआ तो यहाँ ये टाइम लाइक काफ़ी लाइक अलग जगहों से लोग आए लाइक नॉर्मल चीज़ है कॉम्पिटिशन में अलग अलग जगह से हम लाइक काफ़ी लोगों से मिलते हैं और मेरे ख्याल से सब लोग लाइक ये कंपटीशन का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ खुश थे या लाइक सारे लाइक नेसेसरी फैसिलिटीज़ थे लाइक हेलीकॉप्टर था स्टैंड बाय पे एम्बुलेंस लाइक था रेडी अपना लाइक रेस्क्यू टीम भी ऑन स्टैंड बाय था लाइक सब कुछ वेल ऑर्गेनाइज था मेरे ख्याल से हाँ लाइक इंडिया में ये डेफिनेटली बेस्ट लाइक लोकेशन है वर्ल्ड कप रखने के लिए वेदर कंसिस्टेंट है लाइक साइट्स अच्छे कंडीशंस लाइक अच्छे हैं लाइक बड़ी फ्लाइट्स करने के लिए और लाइक अगर किसी ने लाइक दूर भी लैंड किया उन्हें लाइक रिट्रीव करना लाइक कन्वीनियंट है ऐसा नहीं कि लाइक डीप माउंटेन्स में है जिधर लाइक लोगों को पिकअप करना मुश्किल है सब कुछ लाइक ईजिली अवेलेबल है यहाँ पे मेरे ख्याल से वो कम नहीं थे लाइक प्रीवियस कॉम्पिटिशन से काफ़ी ज़्यादा है लाइक पास्ट जब कॉम्पिटिशन्स हुए लाइक शायद 20-30 लाइक पायलट्स थे ये टाइम और लाइक 50 के पास थे मेरे ख्याल से और थे और एक कॉम्पिटिशन्स करने के लिए एटलीस्ट एक सर्टेन लेवल होना चाहिए ऐसा नहीं कि किसी को फ्लाइंग आता है मतलब वो कॉम्पिटिशन कर सकता है कुछ लेवल होना चाहिए और अब लाइक जितने पायलट्स वो लेवल के हैं पहले से काफ़ी बढ़ चुके हैं मेरे ख्याल से लाइक नहीं सब कुछ एक वेल ऑर्गेनाइज ही था लाइक हर दिन लाइक अच्छा लंच पैक दिया गया लाइक ट्रांसपोर्ट भी था लाइक टेक ऑफ पे टाइम पे
I came here to teach as a guide for 2 weeks just before the comp and I came here before like 5 years ago for the same thing and it's been such a pleasure to come back and to see nothing has changed. The mountain is still here, the condition is still great and the people are just so welcoming and I feel like at home. And about the competition, I think we've been really lucky with the weather. We flew like six tasks, which is not really usual in a comp. With a lot of safety, good task making, and a good fight in front with the Indian pilots and the other pilots. That was really enjoyable all along the week. And I think all the organization was great and really welcoming. So I spent a really good time in Bir. I think from the registration to the end, they've been really good with us. The food was great, transportation to take off was well made, and we had a dinner. We're having a dinner tonight. I think they've been really welcoming, and you can feel that they enjoy what they do. So I like it. Yeah. I started slow with not a really good task, and then I got stronger and stronger until the last task where I was third just before, but I could have lost my place, so I had to fight really hard for it. And on the last task I made a random move and it worked really well and I won the last task, so it made me secure this third place. But all along it was like a long fight and a really big mental game to keep up with the top guys. Yeah, there are like a really good there are some really good young Indian pilots which are pushing really hard behind, and it was hard to keep up with them. On the last task I was flying with one of them and it was really hard to get in front of him. So I think in the future the Indian pilots is going to be a great nation of paragliding. I think the organization ticked kind of all the boxes for a World Cup, so I hope there will be one in the future years. Yeah.
It's my first time flying in Bir, and I really enjoy flying here. I like flying in the mountains. It's familiar to me, so it's nothing new. And so it's a place with strong thermals, and they are practically everywhere. So it's almost impossible to bomb out, and that's what I like. So I've been competing in sports class, which is rather on intermediate level, and there's been 2 girls competing on higher level wings, very good competitors. And I wish there were more female pilots to compete with. It was really, really good. I liked the food, the lunch packs were perfect, the transportation to take off worked really well, and so far I've been really satisfied with the organization. So I haven't really seen into backgrounds of what BP is doing, but I haven't heard about any incidents, any problems, so I guess that's a good thing, and they're doing their job really good. So takeoff is really easy, reliable. It mostly has good upwind to take off, and landing is rather challenging, especially with so many pilots in the air. And I really appreciated that they kept it clean for the competition, so there weren't any random pedestrians on the landing, and we could land safely. So I'm not such an experienced pilot in terms of competing. I've been competing for 2nd year now, and I don't know the levels of PWC, but as I heard other pilots saying, it is suitable. So I think the best memories are the social ones, meeting new people, and the acquaintances with other pilots from other countries. So I've come 2nd in female category and 3rd in the sports class. I am happy with the results, but I know there is always a way up. But the level I'm competing in, and with the wing I'm competing with, it's all right. So far I've met 1 female pilot in this competition. She's beginning with competing, and I think she has good chances to become good.
Yeah, I had a really great time. We got to fly 4 or 5 tasks, and every day was pretty fast, and I got to fly in the front with the leaders. It was a great comp. Some of the challenges were coming out into the valley when there was less climbs, and being on a glider that doesn't glide as well as some of the other ones, and knowing when to push and when to be conservative. I'm the top woman in the comp, and I think I was 13th overall, so very happy with that result. I hope that there's a lot more Indian women pilots, and that they're inspired to compete and fly more in Bir. It was a little bit cold, but not too bad. We weren't super high because we were racing so fast. So I've done a couple pre-World Cups and 1 World Cup. I'm going to be doing some more competitions in the new year. I'm going to get some new equipment and try to race faster. Yeah, I think it's great for a World Cup. The racing's really good. All the logistics went really well. Oh yeah, the hospitality's been great. I've stayed at a couple different places in town, and everyone's been really sweet and looking out for you. Yeah, the food is amazing. The culture's been great. The performances today have been great. Yeah, I'll definitely come back to Bir. It's been great. I've been here for a few weeks, and it feels very much like home.
Himachal Tourism, Billing Paragliding Association, Aero Club of India, Phi, She, HP Adventures, Z Punjab Haryana Himachal.